Curious about Enneagram Type 5s? Do you want to understand more about this type? Or are you wondering if you or a friend could be an Enneagram 5? Hey, what's up? This is Evan from EnneagramGift.com, where we help curate the best and most helpful Enneagram content and resources to help you thrive. And in this video, we're going to talk all about Enneagram 5s. Enneagram 5s are known as the observer, and they have an innate desire to understand ideas and concepts. They'll prioritize things like curiosity, independence, knowledge, and being self-reliant. Enneagram 5s fear being helpless, and their primary desire is to be competent and self-sufficient. Now let's talk about what it's like to live as an Enneagram 5. Type 5s are one of the more rare Enneagram types, along with Type 8s and Type 4s. But in this video, I'm going to share some of the common characteristics and traits that are associated with Enneagram Type 5s. In service to their desire to be competent and capable, Enneagram 5s will pursue knowledge and to understand as much as they can about the world around them. They will retreat into their minds, developing complex ideas and thoughts, and can spend large amounts of time alone developing skills in areas that they're interested in. For the most part, Enneagram 5s are private, yet they have a very active mind. They are observant and like to understand how the world works, which often leads them to being very knowledgeable in specific and niche areas. They can also be intense, perceptive, innovative, and at times secretive. Enneagram 5s are situated within the thinking triad and therefore process their emotions through their thoughts. It's also common for them to be curious about a variety of subjects and topics that they will devote their time to understanding and developing skills around. Their hunger for understanding and to be capable often drives them to developing skills that are necessary and associated with the things that they're interested in. As mentioned, 5s can be very perceptive. 5s can offer objective, insightful, and in-depth observations concerning situations and information. They can also hold space for complex ideas and thoughts in an attempt to be accurate more than anything else. 5s can also be unsentimental. Because 5s tend to prioritize their autonomy and privacy, they prefer to ask little of others and can often minimize their own wants and needs. 5s can also be very inventive. Their unconventional ideas, paired with in-depth knowledge around areas that they understand, can help them to be innovative, visionaries, and pioneers. There are also some further signs that are common to Enneagram 5s. They have an active mind. Conversations that are mentally stimulating to them are attractive, and they prefer to dive deeper into subjects rather than focus on small talk or in subjects that they care little about. They are also a very curious type. They seek to understand the world around them and can become deeply involved in understanding things that they currently do not. They can also become obsessed in matters and interests that others seem to care very little about. It is also common for a 5 to be an introvert. Generally, 5s are the most introverted of all the Enneagram types. Being alone doesn't bother them, and they often do not require large amounts of social interaction and activity. However, they must be careful to not dive too deeply into isolation and always to keep that in check and in balance. They also find it challenging to talk about their feelings, so resolving issues can be difficult if they're lacking awareness in those types of skills. This doesn't necessarily mean that they don't want to resolve the issues. Their friends and those in relationship with them may need to exercise a little bit more patience in order to help them connect their emotions to their thoughts. Doing so will help a 5 to feel safe in sharing their feelings and also help to create a stronger bond and connection with those who are willing to listen. In general, Type 5 struggle with things like fear, isolation, intimacy, vulnerability, and sharing their emotions. However, they find joy in things like innovation, alone time, sharing insights, and developing new skills. A healthy 5 is open-minded, can communicate their broad ideas effectively and efficiently, and can act with incredible foresight and perception. They are also receptive to the world around them and connected to a close group of friends. While they'll always be hungry for understanding and knowledge, they're careful to not allow this trait to overwhelmingly interfere with their relationships and work that is meaningful to them. They can communicate the necessary steps for taking action and solving complex problems. Their perceptive qualities help them to offer objective and insightful observations to help others make better decisions and to explore important ideas and concepts. An Enneagram 5 in stress will exhibit the low side of an Enneagram 7. This can lead them to becoming obsessive around radical ideas and also attempt to force their ideas and beliefs on others. They can also become scattered in thought and unproductive. However, a healthy 5 will use their observational skills to serve and stay connected with others. They're also more willing and likely to share from a place of servanthood rather than superiority. An Enneagram Five's interest in intellectual ideas help him to explore and build interest in a variety of topics, interests, and niches. An Enneagram Five's diverse interests can help him to be a more rounded individual that's able to serve others in a variety of capacities and ways. Hey, if you're still unsure of your type, be sure to check out the guide in the description for 4 free ways to help you discover your Enneagram type even without taking a test. And if you relate to the characteristics and traits of an Enneagram 5, let me know in the comments. This is Evan from EnneagramGift.com. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.